This wasn't just a play-in game, it was a survival battle between two desperate teams chasing one dream. The Sacramento Kings, with their home crowd thundering behind them, looked to reclaim the magic of last year's run. But the Dallas Mavericks came in with playoff-tested killers, and one of them, Klay Thompson, lit up the court like it was 2016. This game had everything: momentum swings, physicality, stunning shot-making, and the kind of drama only April basketball delivers. Before we break it all down, make sure you subscribe to Basketball Insider USA. Your support keeps us grinding. The Golden One Center was electric as the game tipped off, a wall of noise from Kings fans echoing like a tidal wave. Luka Dončić wasted no time setting the tone. Surveying the floor like a chess master, he manipulated Sacramento's defense with sharp ball fakes and deliberate footwork. On Dallas' first offensive set, he pulled two defenders and dished a slick bounce pass to Dereck Lively II, who hadn't played in weeks due to injury. Lively rose with authority, trying to flush it home, but the ball rimmed out. Still, it sent a clear message: Dallas was hunting paint early. P.J. Washington followed by bullying his way into the lane, muscling Harrison Barnes under the rim and finishing strong off the glass. But Sacramento struck back instantly. Zach LaVine sprinted off a double stagger screen, rose high above the arc, and rained in a three that sent a jolt through the crowd. Domantas Sabonis began asserting himself in the paint, backing down Daniel Gafford and using his footwork to spin baseline for a lefty lay-in. But Gafford and Anthony Davis were ready for the challenge. On the very next possession, Davis came over from the weak side and spiked Sabonis' shot off the backboard like a volleyball kill, vintage AD. DeMar DeRozan found his rhythm early too, calmly knocking down a high-arcing three over Max Christie, then drawing contact on a step-through to get to the line. But Dallas' young guns were undeterred. Devin Carter buried a corner three off a Dončić skip pass, and A.J. Lawson came down the wing in transition, gathering a one-handed jam that shook the rim. The first quarter ended in a deadlock at 27-27, both teams throwing haymakers early. The second quarter opened like a storm brewing, and Klay Thompson was the lightning bolt. After a quiet first quarter, he opened with a confident elbow jumper off a tight curl, his form picture perfect. That shot cracked the seal. On the very next play, Thompson navigated through a stagger screen, set his feet at the right wing, and launched, pure. The net snapped like a whip, and the crowd murmured. They knew what was coming. Brandon Williams kept the pressure on for Dallas. His confidence was palpable. He isolated on Keegan Murray, crossed him up, stepped back behind the arc, and drilled a three right in his face. The Kings couldn't sag off anyone. Then Thompson returned to the spotlight. Coming around a flare screen, he took the handoff from Anthony Davis, elevated from 27 feet, and hit nothing but net again. The Mavericks bench erupted as he backpedaled calmly like it was just another Tuesday. His third triple of the quarter forced Sacramento into a timeout, their lead erased, their crowd silenced. Out of the break, DeRozan tried to steady the ship with a pump fake and pull up mid-range over Washington, but Dallas was relentless. Exum rocketed a transition pass to Lawson, who hammered down a two-handed slam with defenders trailing. Thompson wasn't done. He curled again, this time from the top of the key, catching and firing over a late contest from Lyles. Splash. That was his fourth triple of the quarter. Daniel Gafford grabbed a contested rebound and muscled in a second-chance bucket. Then Anthony Davis faced up Sabonis, took one dribble, and drained a step-back jumper off glass. Dallas ended the half with P.J. Washington dropping in a transition three to push the lead to 62-50. The Mavericks were surgical, and Thompson, unstoppable. Coming out of the tunnel, the Kings knew their season was slipping. DeRozan came out determined. On back-to-back possessions, he hit a tough turnaround from the short corner, then glided into the lane with a Eurostep for a smooth finger roll. His energy was contagious. Trey Lyles nailed a wide-open three from the wing after a Sabonis skip pass, and Sacramento began to claw back. But Dallas answered every punch. Gafford cleaned up a miss with a thundering putback, igniting the Mavericks bench. Then Dante Exum, gliding like a ghost through the lane, flipped in a lefty layup in transition. Zach LaVine tried to rally the Kings again, pulling up from 28 feet on a heat-check three, burying it, then flexing toward the crowd. The building roared, but seconds later, Thompson stole an inbound pass and strolled in for an uncontested layup. Just like that, the energy flipped. Max Christie slithered his way into the lane for a tough layup over Sabonis, then forced a turnover on the other end. Brandon Williams drove baseline, elevated, and used the rim to protect a reverse finish. The Kings had no answers. Thompson closed the quarter with yet another dagger, this time a deep three off a screen and pop with Davis. The Mavericks closed the third up 88-70, smothering the Kings with poise, precision, and pressure. The final quarter began with a frantic pace. The Kings blitzed early, LaVine hit a quick release three in transition, then DeRozan spun past Washington for a soft 10-foot jumper. With the crowd roaring again, Sacramento cut the lead to 13. But Dallas stayed cool. Brandon Williams isolated, faked the spin, then burst baseline for a high-arcing floater. Thompson came down the floor, sized up his defender, and hit a step-back three from the wing with ice in his veins. The Kings' momentum was gone in a heartbeat. Anthony Davis took over defensively. He blocked Sabonis, altered two more shots at the rim, then stepped out and hit a shocking three-pointer from the top of the arc. The bench exploded. Sacramento deflated. P.J. Washington sealed the game with a brutal corner three, created by a perfect inside-out pass from Dončić. Sacramento made a few final pushes. DeRozan scored his 28th point on a hanging reverse, but it wasn't enough. The final buzzer hit. Dallas won 1-2, Sacramento 95. It was domination. The Mavericks survive and move on. From Klay Thompson's flamethrower quarter to Anthony Davis's all-around brilliance and Brandon Williams's breakout night, the Mavericks sent a message: they're not done yet. Next stop, the Memphis Grizzlies, with the 8th seed on the line. You don't want to miss what happens next. So make sure you subscribe to Basketball Insider USA, and turn on that bell. This is playoff basketball. This is where legends rise.